Remember it well, remember it like it was yesterday. I was actually on duty. I was a captain at Mesa Fire Station 1. That's the downtown station. And I normally get up a little bit before 6 o'clock in the morning. I woke up, I turned on my television. The first thing that you saw was the first tower with some smoke coming off it. And at that point, they didn't know how it happened, whether a plane flew into it or what had actually happened. And so I'm looking at it, very intrigued, went next door to the other captain that worked there, and I said, hey, turn on your TV.
Honestly, what I remember is being in class and just hearing it over the radio, then the news, and then everyone being alerted that, hey, this is the most chaotic day. Just the stress and the trauma, everything that happened. I remember just like being there and just thinking like, this is a horrible tragedy.
So I remember from the day of 9/11, we were at the range. We were at range day. We were listening to the radio, and we had heard over the radio that planes had struck World Trade Center towers. Immediately, we were put on alert. We were assigned certain areas at the time. I was stationed at the casino for Gila River, and we were pretty much told that be on the lookout for anything that was suspicious, and to make sure that we protected the community as a whole.
I can't believe it. Sometimes it just seems like it was yesterday, especially when you hear about the shootings and things like that. Then it brings back the terror that I had not knowing where my child was. I think what I remember most is how people came together. We've been so divided, and when 9/11 came, it was like, hey, we're Americans, and you don't mess with Americans. That was a beautiful thing.
September 11, 2001, I was working in a suburb just north of Chicago, Wilmette, Illinois. I was actually coming off duty. I was on duty on the 10th, and I recall there was something going, there was a lot of going on. Guys had the TV on, their TV was always on around shift change, and the oncoming shift said, hey, you guys got to see this. And so we turned it on, and we're like, everybody was taking like a double take of like what they were seeing on TV, which was the first tower. And because of our location, the closest we were to Chicago and Sears Tower and the Hancock building, we were all on standby. And the other thing I remember was we were all in a little bit of shock because more of the mentality, like we never thought something like that would happen here, in the United States. And at that time, the fire service in general was not prepared. We train and we train and we train, but we've never actually had something to that scale.
I'm a veteran, and that was a moment in time that should never go down, and don't forget that could happen, and hope that it never happens again. Basically, just hope it never happens again. Anybody that was in New York at that time, yes, you gotta say, it's a day of infamy. We'll never forget. I was there. And how many people's lives we lost that day too. That was huge. So yeah, that's my feelings, that just hope to God it never happens again.
It's somewhat shocking. I don't think that anybody keeps a timeline on it. I don't think anybody forgets about it, obviously. Of the thousands that lost their lives, that we should never forget that. So.
The way I feel now is just like maybe those people did, go to a better place, and I just hope, that everybody that was involved, is better off now. And, it's just tragic,
Of course, as a firefighter, you think we do training on high-rise buildings and fires, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, how the top floors of the World Trade Center, New York Fire Department is going to obviously be sending a lot of people into this. This is going to be, just an incredible effort, a great deal of respect. goes out to FDNY and the fire service in general. And I look forward to every September 11th and putting on that Class A uniform and going to whatever memorial service that may be happening wherever I happen to be at that particular time, as I will do tomorrow morning, getting here early in the morning and attending the service here in Maricopa. So yeah, it's a big deal. We'll never forget.